aren't strikes.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Shane Victorino will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Here's the 1-1 now to Victorino. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We return to Fenway Park after this. Antonio Moose will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And this is taken in out there by Victorino for out number 1.
And you got to remember, Victorino was a center fielder in Philadelphia. He was a left fielder when he moved to LA for a few months. And now he's a right fielder here with the Sox. So he's a pretty versatile player out there, and he makes a nice play on the move right there.
In now, J.J. Watts. Fouled straight back. The 1-2. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Ramirez is in his tracks now. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside. And he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Standing in now, Bobo Brown. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Teddy Sparks will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
4 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now the 1-1. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here. That 2-out single that kept this inning alive. I mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with 2 away. Pays off for him big time here.
Stepping in now, Kiki Bones out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. But the Dodgers do strike for two coming on this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Dustin Pedroia will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
The 3-1 is on the way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 3-2 now to Pedroia. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
So 1 gone in the inning now as that brings in the dangerous David Ortiz. 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Now the payoff pitch home.
That's a foul ball.
Grounded foul. Another full count pitch home. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Into the box, Hanley Ramirez. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. In the air to right center. Brown is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Robbie Ross is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Rusty Red will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's Sandoval now at third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In now, Rico Black, and he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here comes a 1-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Standing in now, Shorty Mack, and he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much, but he's going to reach base anyway.
Bubba Ali will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Now another 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. The 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 6-0. Pablo Sandoval will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Mike Napoli will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. Splitter, 2-2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Here comes a 2-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that'll be off the green monster in left. The throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
These guys haven't had a whole lot of solid contact so far, but he says, hey, Steve, I'll show you some solid contact right here. This ball nearly gets out of the ballpark, but it winds up off the wall. They've got a good shot at their first run here as he's into second base with a double.
Rusney Castillo will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. 1 out and a runner on second base. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect, and this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, he gets a glove on it here to knock it down. And no play after that. So put runners at the corners now as that'll likely be ruled an infield single.
Yeah, I think this has got to be an infield single. You see the reaching attempt there at short. Even if he fields this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee they were going to get him at first. And this is indeed going to be a base hit.
Christian Vasquez, who come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.